Greetings everyone. Today we are back with another episode with Adithya Rangan, and he is a techie software engineer and as well as he's a Vedic healing practitioner as well. I got to know that he's specialized in music therapy as well. So I'm very interested to know about what it actually goes and how it works with people. So welcome sir to the channel.
Thank you. Quite happy to be part of this conversation.
That's great. So I would like to begin with how made you to proceed with this profession apart from your core expertise.
Yeah. So namaskarams everyone. I am Adithya Rangan and I basically hail from Bangalore. Though I am a techie by profession into VLSI and semiconductors, chip design and stuff, my core interests also as a passion is in the field of learning Vedas and music. To answer the question, I was born and brought up in a very orthodox family in Bangalore, and having a background of the Vedic culture was always part of the family.
Okay.
My paternal side, my paternal grandfather, Chakravarti Ranganatacharya, was the Asthana Vidwan under the Mysore Maharaja.
Okay.
And he was also the first principal of the Sanskrit college established by the Maharaja in Bangalore, which currently is Karnatic Sanskrit University.
Okay.
Maybe it's the blessings of those ancestors that I have, which has made me come into the field of Vedas. Secondly, my maternal side, we hail from a family which is more into arts and culture. Most of my maternal relatives are in the music field, and therefore genetically maybe I got as well as an opportunity from my own mother to have learned music.
And you are into Sanskrit also, like you're a poet and you are very much enthusiastic over Sanskrit language as well.
Yes. I mean, I hold a master's degree with gold medal from Coimbatore University in Sanskrit and Linguistic Studies. And my field of specialization is Chandas Shastra, which is prosody, Sanskrit prosody. And writing poems in Sanskrit, usually stotras.
One poem that which you like the most and which can gear up the audience a bit for our conversation. So you can please share it.
Sure. I mean, there has been a lot of stotras which I have composed in various metrics. Maybe one of them is like from Chandas known as Shardula Vikriditam. It is on Lord Narasimha. And it is also has some alliteration, what you call in English. So an excerpt from that I can present to you. It comes like this. Stambhajam karambhajam swabimbadanbarakratim kumbhanimbasamhritam vijrumbhatembujapatim kambuhasta sannitam balam satkatim Tandavantanotu narasimhamadripukshayam. So this is one stotram which is in Naracha Chandas, and all the amkara is one of the syllable that is regularly used in this stotra, which relates to alliteration in English prosody. A repetition of the same syllable.
It's really very energetic and very nice.
Thank you.
Now I would like to proceed with we have three types of scriptures always. People used to confuse a lot like philosophy, Oshos and Vedas. So what three of these things are actually and how Vedas are different from these two?
So in Sanatana Dharma, Vedas are considered the primordial scriptures which have come through oral tradition. Basically, you have different kinds of scriptures in Sanatana Dharma. It could be written or it could be oral. But Vedas are considered as apaurusheya, which means they are not man-made and they have been created from the breath of Paramatma himself, the Creator, Supreme Almighty, when creation started. Vedas have always been existing. They are eternal. They are in dormant state when there is no creation, and when creation comes into being, they are they come into picture and they are available for humans, mankind, for the welfare of the society.
Okay.
And these scriptures are were not written actually, but they were passed by oral tradition by various seers or sages
Okay.
who could visualize these mantras in the state of trance or meditation. And that is why they are called as mantra drashta, which means they are seers of mantras.
Okay.
They basically saw it, and then they continued it through lineage of disciples.
Okay. And how Vedas used to help us to heal ourselves, like how to deal with our problems. What is the significance of Vedas into this context?
So Vedas are considered as storehouse of knowledge. The word Veda itself is derived from the root dhatu of Sanskrit known as vid, which means to know. So Vedas have knowledge that is not only related to spiritual aspects but also the material world. And that is why you have different subdivisions of or categories in Vedas known as Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda. Vedas deal with finance, Vedas deal with politics, Vedas deal with society, Vedas deal with spiritual aspects. When we say spiritual aspects, it has the four vargas, the dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So Vedas deal with all these topics, and they have various solutions either in the form of mantras or in the form of rules and regulations that we need to follow in order to lead a happy life. So they deal with medicine, they deal with astrology, they deal with economics, the various strategies, various societal strategies which help us to maintain balance between man and nature.
Okay.
So there are various such topics. But when we specifically talk about healing, Vedas are considered as Shruti, which means those which are transferred from mouth to ear.
Okay.
Shrauta means something which is listened always. So Vedas are transferred in the form of oral tradition, as I already told you.
Okay.
And here what happens, these mantras are recited in specific manner, just like how in music you have ragas. Basically, music is also derived from Vedas. That's a different topic. But going to the point of healing through Veda mantras, Vedas are specifically chanted in meters with swaras so that they are able to transmit energy. There are rules and regulations for different Vedas to be chanted in different styles, and these are based on the concept of sound vibration. Just like how we talk to people and we are able to create a positive environment or negative environment based on our way of speaking to people, Vedas also contain sound vibrations that can be transmitted across the environment in which they are chanted.
Okay.
These usually vibrate at a frequency of 440 to 432 kilohertz, which usually is termed as God frequency or divine frequency, which matches to the frequency of cosmic energy, the vibrations that you see on particles in the universe. These vibrations are actually transmitted or conducted through air molecules, and every object or every human or animal, bird, whatever you take, any particle or atom to the level of atom, they are associated with electromagnetic energy. So whenever these mantras are chanted, so they also make the particles around them vibrate at the same frequency.
Okay.
This enables a creation of positive environment, and thus going forward it enables people to heal themselves. There are different ways of healing. It could be mental healing or physical healing or spiritual healing.
Okay.
Like how we have different kinds of problems, adhidaivika, adhibhautika, and adhyatmika. So these Vedas deal with healing these kind of problems.
Okay. So there is a kind of a relevance, like if we recite Devi Khadmala, one of the what is that Vedic scripture, it used to heal our mental and spiritual and physical well-being as well. Like it's a kind of improvisation. As it is explained that we have 7 chakras in our body and all that radiation used to emit in our body, which used to heal us.
Yes.
What kind of that radiation which is happening inside us, or it is completely environmental perspective? or related to the cosmic perspective, or it's our mentality that we are making it thorough to it?
There are various aspects whenever any stotra. Basically, there is difference between Vedic mantras and stotras. Vedic mantras are, associated with swaras, while stotra mantras are not associated with swaras. They are derived from Puranas or Itihasas or any other, stotras recited or composed by rishis. Coming to the point on effect of these mantras, there are various factors. First thing is this energy transfer. We all know that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transferred from one form to another form. Similarly, sound vibrations consist of energy, and they can transfer themselves into different kind of energy. For example, electromagnetic energy that every person has around himself or herself, which we call as aura around any person. Yeah. So these, there are various bija mantras in the, for example, as you mentioned in the Devi Khadgamala Stotra. So there, what happens? The repetitive pronunciation of these bija mantras has a vibration associated with the sound. For example, when you say, it could be Omkara or Amkara or Vam, Yam, Lam, something like this. So all these, all these syllables vibrate at a certain frequency, and when they are recited in certain combinations, example in the Devi Khadgamala Stotra, they generate some kind of sound energy which will be transmitted across molecules or atoms in the atmosphere in which a person is seated. And we all know that our body is capable of absorbing and radiating energy. Simple example is when you go and stand in sun, your body gets heated because it is able to absorb the heat energy that is obtained from the sun. Similarly, these energies from these syllables are absorbed through the pores of the body, and therefore they have a positive effect on the mind, body, and the soul together. Which means to say, just like how you, for example, you might like some kind of dish. For example, payasam. Someone likes payasam. It is sweet in nature. It will be taken as a stimulus and it will be absorbed by the tongue when you start eating it. And then you feel you get a feeling of satisfaction after you have savored the dish. Similarly, these mantras are absorbed by the body through different pores of the body, and they are able to generate some kind of memory on the nervous system. The nervous system, it starts absorbing these. These are basically electric signals inside the nervous system. And then after continuously chanting these stotras for a long period of time, they get etched in the form of memory in your nervous brain, in your nervous system of the brain. And then they will be able to activate certain centers in the body, which, for example, could be the 7 chakras that we talk about. These 7 chakras are nothing but activation centers in the body, which keep vibrating at a frequency to which the environment they are exposed to. Whenever these sound vibrations come and hit these activation centers, they get activated and they start vibrating at the corresponding frequency of the syllables. For example, the Mooladhara chakra is associated with a specific bija mantra till the Sahasrara. So all these chakras, they start vibrating at the frequency that they are expected to. And then this creates a stable environment throughout the body.
And how to practice these Vedas? How to cultivate this as a habit in our daily lives? Vedas, we can improvise ourselves.
Yeah, sure. So there are various levels of reciting mantras derived from the Vedas. Strictly speaking about the Vedic scriptures, or you have the Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. Yes, the Chatur Vedas, they are to be learned under a guru in a oral tradition, and then they have to be practiced. Of course, in today's context, it is very difficult for everyone to come and sit under a guru and learn and practice because due to time, place, and circumstances. So there are other mantras and stotras which are derived from the Vedas, which are easily accessible to the common man. The Lalita Sahasranama, the Vishnu Sahasranama, the Devi Khadgamala Stotra, various stotras from Puranas like Mahalakshmi Ashtakam, Hanumat Pancharatnam, Durga Pancharatnam, and so on. Ganesha Pancharatnam, Ganesha Dandakam, etc. So these mantras, they have to be stotras. You can always play them. Technology is so rampant these days.
Exactly.
You can always play them on YouTube or any other social media platform. They can be regularly played at home if the person cannot sit and chant. This is the easiest thing. If the person is capable, he or she can maintain or take a vow that they will chant these stotras, any of the stotra that he or she may like, for a period of, let us say, 48 days at a stretch, at a specific time. They can spend some 10 minutes or 15 minutes, either in the morning or the evening, light a lamp and recite these stotras for 48 days continuous, and they can easily observe the change in their lifestyle.
That's really great. And I have got to know that you have been a Carnatic music vocalist, and how it has been related to your music therapy.
Right. So my journey started as a Carnatic vocalist, and then I moved towards the Vedas and learned Vedic healing through Guru. Vedic healing is one of the ancient techniques, most ancient techniques from which different holistic healing approaches are derived. For example, naturopathy, Reiki, reflexology, etc. They are all derived from Vedic healing.
Exactly.
So Vedic mantras, as we all know, music is derived from Vedas. Specifically, music is derived from Sama Veda. Music is also known as Panchama Veda and Gandharva Veda because it was sung by the Gandharvas and derived from the Sama Veda. It is a fact which is already scientifically proven as well that different ragas in either Carnatic music or Hindustani music have different effects on the moods of people, different emotions on the people, and are also helpful in healing people. This concept of healing is derived from Vedas, and this is where we attach the swaras. Different swaras again vibrate at different frequencies, and we need to understand the right combination of the swaras in order to bring about good emotions in people. Today's lifestyle is so much of a rat race that people do not have time to to even sit in leisure. They are stressed out because of the fast paced world, but they do not even understand what music to listen to, what can bring them some kind of euphoria, ecstasy, and so on. Here is where these swaras or Carnatic music, for example, comes into picture, where they can just sit for 10 minutes, listen to some nice ragas.
For example,
the most common raga, Sri Raga. It is even sung during Pumsavanam ceremony of the pregnant lady. I mean, whenever there is a pregnant lady in the house, there is this ceremony which is used to perform to ensure that blessings are put on the pregnant lady as well as the child in the womb. It is usually done in the 5th month, 7th month, or 9th month based on the person's convenience, family's tradition. So Sri Raga is one of the very nice ragas which brings lot of positivity in the person's life. They can regularly listen to Sri Raga. There could be songs like maybe I can present one song from Sri Raga, very common one.
Yeah, you can please proceed.
Yep, yeah. Maybe there is one very common song by Purandara Dasa, one of the Pitamaha. He is called the forefather of Carnatic music. He has composed a song on Mahalakshmi, which is in Sri Raga, which goes like this.
Okay.
Bhagyada Lakshmi Baramma Nammamma Ni Saubhagyada Lakshmi Baramma Nammamma Ni Saubhagyada Lakshmi Baramma ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ನಿಕ್ಕುತ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಕಾಲ್ಗಳ ಧನಿಯನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತ ಸಜನ ಸಾಧು ಪೂಜೆಯ ವೇಳೆಗೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆಯೊಳಗಿನ ಬೆಣ್ಣೆಯಂತೆ ಭಾಗ್ಯದ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬಾರಮ್ಮ. So this is in Sri Raga.
Exactly.
There is one more. Yeah, there is one more song in Telugu which is very famous by Tyagaraja Swami.
Yeah.
The Indaro Mahanubhavulu. ఎందరో మహానుభావులు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనములు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు అందరికీ వందనములు ఎందరో మహానుభావులు. One more from so Sri Raga, and then there is this Arabhi Raga also, which is very helpful to heal stress, to bring more kind of sleep related issues are fixed through this raga. People can listen to that.
Sure.
Yeah. So just a couple of ragas I'm giving. It's a very long list.
That is very required, I think so, for relieving stress and to lead a peaceful life.
Yes, exactly. Instead of going towards English medicine where it might have side effects on the person, they can always, and if people are still unable to feel the effect of these medicines on their life, English medicines, for example, they can always derive the benefit from such medicinal therapies from music or Vedas, and these do not have any kind of side effects. And this can be listened anywhere, anytime, at their workplace or while they are sleeping, anytime. Best time is to listen in the morning because that's the time when your day starts. Yeah, people are free to choose.
We have the great legend Balamurali Krishna sir. He is one of the Carnatic music vocalist as well. Many of the songs he has composed, and it's a time that we should remember his legendary works and how it is correlated to our living lifestyle as well. That's what I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I second that thought. We have had stalwarts from the field of Carnatic music, be it M.S. Subbulakshmi or Balamurali Krishnan, M.L. Vasant Kumari, or even S.P.B. Balasubramanian. So we have had different legends who have sung, who have rendered so many good songs, and it is not just about the song, but also the lyrics that are associated with the song. If people, you have lot of translations available on Google, people can go through it, try to, understand the meanings of such songs and listen to them in their daily lives. And I, as a techie, I would definitely suggest that these are very helpful on the long run. This will ensure that there is a balanced life between a person's private life and the professional life.
Exactly. And we have many lyricists also, like we have Kirtans of Annamacharya, Tyagaraja Kirtan, and many more. So
Annamacharya is one of the legends, and the kind of Kirtanas that he, Tyagaraja Swami, Annamacharya, Muthuswami Dikshitar, and from the Kannada folklore, Kanakadasa, Purandaradasa, all are associated with a lot of philosophical mindsets that can help us improve our daily lifestyle. If people are stressed, they do not know what to do in life, then they approach some supreme power called as God. They can always go to such kirtanas, listen to those kirtanams, and then imbibe the essence of those kirtanams in their life. For example, Annamacharya's Sriman Narayana. It's such a beautiful composition where he says, Paramayogi jana bhagatega Shri Paramapurusha Paratpara Paramatma, something like this, which says, the philosophical mindset is so strong there that there are situations in our daily life where we cannot handle pressure or stress due to various circumstances. And it is at this time that Annamacharya mentions, Lord Venkateshwara, for example, in this Kirtana, he says, you are the supreme person. Paramatma, Paramanu Rupa. So you're everything who is this, center of that energy, which can help us gain back what we have lost in life.
Exactly.
So these are some kind of nice kirtanams which people can always.
Brahma that song was also very nice.
Yes, exactly. Brahma Mukate para Brahma Mukate para.
Yes.
This song talks about equality of people.
Yeah.
It says that there is the same Lord who exists in you and me, in every other person, and it gives a feeling of unity in diversity.
Exactly.
Unity is strength. It's actually, coming to our philosophy of being in the software industry. It talks about team effort.
Yes.
Leadership qualities.
Exactly.
And stuff like this. So people should always, it's a nice thing that we have internet booming every day, and we have a lot of opportunities to explore, and we should make use of such gems of wisdom in our daily life. And there are some kirtanas.
Paluke Bangaram Ayana.
Yes.
That
Kodanda pani paluke bangaramayena. This song also talks about, he talks about how even a squirrel, by doing a small, kainkaryam, that is what is called the service to the Lord, the Lord showed so much mercy on the squirrel as well in one of the paragraphs that is seen.
Yes.
I mean, why these compositions came into picture was not to show to people that, oh, God is somewhere elsewhere.
Yes.
But
God is
all
within
these
you.
people have within you. People have lived lives.
Yeah.
They have had hardships in life, and they have overcome this by, by doing different kinds of efforts.
Yeah.
And the final effort, they say that it is towards the Supreme Being, the Supreme Lord.
Exactly.
So, and then Brahma Kadigina Padamu.
Yes.
Just these songs are very, very beautiful.
Alasiti, Solasiti.
Yes.
When he's getting departed from the what is that material world, he's taking the blessings from Lord Venkatesha.
Yes.
So this is how we should be feeling the gratitude, and we need to practice it in our daily life.
Right.
People used to miss worshipping. Worshipping is not okay, but wisdom also. They're not giving importance to the God. Only they used to serve the God when they have the problems.
That is something which we have to feel sad about.
Yes.
Because people are so much driven by materialistic world that they have forgotten to love God. Rather, they have kind of started doing
Everyone
business
used to
with
pray
God.
to God. I want this. I want to be happy. I want to be super. I want to be excellent in this world. Bless me, Prabhu. Bless me, Prabhu. That's it. And if you are giving to the God, who will stop you? These people will never understand that.
It is never ending. There is no full stop to all these wishes that people have.
Yes.
I mean, the first point in the field of gratitude that we need to understand is the Supreme Person. He has created this whole world in such a beautiful way. We have two eyes, two hands, two legs to, do all kinds of service to humanity. We should be grateful that we are able to appreciate the beauty of nature through our sense organs. We should be grateful that we are eating our own food today. All our organs are working properly.
Exactly.
And we should be grateful that we have air to breathe today. So small things that are part of nature will enable us to be more grateful in life.
Exactly.
Yep.
So one last your beautiful stanza that you like the most.
Beautiful stanza from
any of the song or something which is related to the Carnatic music, which you like the most. That's why I mentioned like your beautiful song that you like the most, so that we can end up this discussion.
There is one song which has touched my heart, which is a Kriti of again Purandaradasa. It is in Kannada, but it can be easily understood by even a non-Kannadiga, for example. It goes like this. Sakala graha bala neene सरसीजाक्षा सकल ग्रह बलनीने सरसीजाक्षा निखिल रक्षकनीने विश्वव्यापकने सकल ग्रह बलनीने सरसीजाक्षा रविचंद्र बुधनीने राहुकेतुनीने कवि गुरु शनियु मंगळनु नीने दिवरात्रियु नीने नवविधानवु नीने भवरोग हरनीने भेषजनु नीने सकल ग्रह बलनीने सरसीजाक्षा. So what does this song say is that the Supreme Person, thank you. So the Supreme Person is, there is nothing which is beyond the Supreme Person. He is everything. So the song says that all these 9 grahas, 9 planets, you know, in astrology, people run behind these grahas.
Exactly.
Everything is the Supreme Lord.
Yes.
In this case, Krishna. Everything is him. There, and he says all the 9 planets, you yourself are the night, you are the day, you are the person who heals people. There is nothing which is beyond you. So you are all encompassing, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent.
Yes.
So this is one stanza which has touched my mind.
Excellent.
The whole ultimate point is, you know, see good in everyone, do good to people, and make the best use out of your life. Yeah.
Yes. This is very nice. Great message that you have given to the audience. I think that this is very enlightening and very delightful session that we had today. And it is very nice connecting with you and discussing about ancient Vedic scriptures and how it heals us and what's the power behind it. So once again, thank you very much for connecting to the podcast.
Thank you for the opportunity. It was nice being part of the podcast. Thanks again.
Thank you.